This is not a story about being hard in jail.
You what?
Wait,
How
what
I got
did
to
you
jail.
say? What did he just say? What did he say?
That also didn't happen. But
He said this.
Well, you think of the movie
and the
Get
way he
Hard.
grabbed
That's
the
Will
mic,
Ferrell
he
and Kevin
grabbed the
Hart.
mic. He said,
And this is not about me being hard in jail.
All right, it's not. It's not.
I will say though, one thing I do want a disclosure I do want to give is I absolutely, like, even though I hate you, I think you smell and I think you're dumb, I absolutely do applaud you for getting your life back together. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, there's only one type of person that I will not applaud if they get their life together.
Yeah.
And those are that harm innocence. Like, that is.
Yeah, we know those people.
Yeah, those people. And the good thing is like those people get absolutely wrecked when they go bye-bye.
Yeah.
And they actually, the bad guys that are incarcerated, they actually do a better job
Yeah.
of policing that stuff than
sure.
we do out here. But anyways, so I just want to say, I support anybody that's been able to change their life around. I'm very proud of you, and you're awesome. Like, it's very, very hard for people to turn it around. All right, so Ben, when was how many times have you been to prison?
No, never been to prison.
No prison. So you're not an all-star.
What's that?
You're not an all-star.
No. Well, I also had a very codependent family, so they always bailed me out first chance they could. So I've never spent more than, I want to say, definitely not more than 48 hours. The last time I was in.
Oh, so you haven't been to jail?
No, I have. I've been in population.
Have you been to county?
I've been in population. Yeah.
For
yeah.
48 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't done no time.
I haven't. You're
That's
right.
not
I haven't
real
done time. Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's not real time.
No. Well, I had a codependent family, so they would bail me out immediately, and so I wouldn't have to get consequences to my actions.
I know people.
So we have an honorable mention. We got to start with the honorable mention,
Okay.
which is where I didn't actually end up in jail. But I was 15 and I got caught shoplifting. So I did a lot of shoplifting when I was a kid. Why? I guess just for fun, because my friends were doing it, you know. And so I did get caught at Parisians at Town Center Mall stealing a belt. It wasn't even a name brand belt, probably. It was just a belt. And my friend was with me, and we got caught together. And I ended up having to go through mediation. I didn't go to juvie on it. They ended up letting me off, but I was arrested by security, so to speak. The guy that arrested me, years later, I would actually sell him weed. I was in Miami Beach. I lived in Miami for when I was 19 for about 6 months. My lease was up at the end of my apartment up here with my roommate. We decided to just moved to Miami, so we did. While we were down there, I really discovered Jägermeister, and Jägermeister definitely caused me a lot of problems. You know, I've done almost every drug there is. Never done heroin, but when I was a kid, if you were doing heroin, like you were bad news. Now all the kids do it. But the only drug I've ever taken to where I absolutely I have no idea what I did or what happened is alcohol. Me and my friend, we start drinking, and we are, you know, walking up and down Ocean Drive. So at some point, my friend and I get separated. And I don't know how, but I only have one Birkenstock on at this time. No shirt. I have no idea where my shirt went. And that's when I got arrested for being drunk. I got arrested on the block of the police station. And you may say, you know, how did you not know that you were right in front of the police station? Were there like police cars out front? Yes, I passed out on a police car. So what happened is I passed out literally laying on a police car on the block of the police station. Officer walks up to me. 2 officers walk up. This is what the police report said. They said, "Excuse me, sir." And I picked my head up off the car and said, "You." Police report says at that point I put my head back down. And then the officers identified themselves as police officers to me. "Sir, this is the police." I picked my head up and said, "What? You too." And they tried to arrest me, and apparently I wouldn't put my hands behind my back. And so they also got me for resisting arrest. And so I ended up in jail in Miami Beach. And I was really insane because I was so drunk, and I was yelling, I was screaming in there. And at some
Like
point,
you do on your Daily Show.
What's that? Yeah, exactly. It's just like then. And so in Atlanta, we have a law firm here called Montlick and Associates.
Montlick?
Montlick and Associates. But back then, it was called Gilbert and Montlick. I was so drunk that I told the cops because you could see the desk and you could talk to the cops from the cell. I said, do you know who my dad is? My dad is Gilbert Montlick, and he is going to F you up. Like, Gilbert Montlick's not a person. It was Gilbert and Montlick. You know, they're like two different guys. And I told him that's who my dad was. So at that point, after I said that to them, it was going to take a very dark, serious turn.
Okay.
They sent 3 cops into the cell, and they beat the crap out of me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they came in, and they, 2 of the cops, it was 2 Hispanic cops and a black cop. 2 of them came in and held me by both arms, and then the black cop, he just punched me in the stomach. He punched me in the stomach like I was out of, what do they call it? Got the wind knocked out of me the very first punch.
Yikes.
And then he just kept punching. And so I thought like, I definitely like lost one fight in my life by a significant margin where I got the crap kicked out of me. And I thought that was getting beat up. No, that was not getting beat up. The day in the jail cell, I got beat up. It's when you can't take any more and it just keeps coming. So they end up throwing me on the ground, and then they all kicked me for like 2 or 3 minutes straight.
That's not okay.
Oh no, I was bruised from head to toe. When I ended up the next day, so I ended up going from Miami Beach to Miami-Dade, Windy County. I was there for a day and a half. And they still had the duct tape blankets from the Cuban refugees and the jail cell there in the population. So that's all you had was a duct tape blanket to sleep under on your bed. And so I got to the point where I had a place, but then I got credit time served and they let me out in my hearing, I guess, late that afternoon or either early in the morning, whatever it was. And so I ended up walking. I got to walk with no shoes on from Miami-Dade all the way back to my apartment, which was on like 36th Street in Biscayne Boulevard, or somewhere around there anyways. And so I got to like walk through like Little Haiti. I got to walk through like it's not Georgetown. I forgot the area it is down there, what it's called, but it's like, at that time it was like the toughest part of town in Miami. And I had to walk right through it with no shoes on. And it was covered in bruises from head to toe. I got back to my apartment. My roommate was like, what happened to you, you know? And I told him, and I was like, I'm going to sue those cops. And I couldn't actually sue anybody back then.
You've been wanting to sue people your entire life. This
Yeah.
is why you became very successful, so you can sue people.
Exactly. And so my friend tells me, he's like, you can't sue the cops. They're the mafia here. You got to be kidding me. And I was like, dang, you're probably right. You know, like, what am I going to do? They're going to pull the tapes, you know, of them beating me up. They're going to say, oh, we lost it, you know? So that was my first experience in jail.